Doing it for real. We're doing it for real. Hey, everybody, what's going on? We are here today. It is January 20th. Very good day for some people, not a very good day for other people. Their cat has entered the room, so I'm going to admit her to the room. Ba-boom. So, yeah, like I said, January 20th. A good day for some people, not a great day for other people. And, yeah, those other people... I don't really care. So we're just going to get right into it. Today, we're going to start with developing our weak hand. I took a bunch of lessons in the past 10 months or however long it's been since COVID shit started around. And one of the people that I took a lot of lessons with and did all the online lessons with was this guy, Stephen Taylor. And he got me. He offered some free lessons up and I was like, cool, I'll take those free lessons. And then I took them and I really, really enjoyed him. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw my fellow music teacher a bone. And by bone, I mean like a bunch of money. And I took a bunch of lessons with him and he opened up like all his packets and stuff. And I really liked the developing the weak hand packet. That's specifically for me. It's my left hand. Because I am right-handed, I write with my right hand. Maybe you have also experienced this. Maybe you're left-handed, and maybe your right hand is the weak hand. Whichever hand you think is the weak hand, that's what hand I want us to use today. And first things first, we're going to talk about this because with developing our actual muscles in our hands and like doing all the stuff, we are starting to use them more. And these are muscles that we might necessarily have not. But these are muscles that we may have necessarily not have used that much to begin with. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some stretching today. Okay, now stretching, I don't need you to go absolutely crazy. This is just going to be in whatever you think your weak hand is. You can do this in both hands, by the way, too. So your choice. I'm going to start off. We're just going to put our hand out, right? And we're going to take our first two fingers right here. We're just going to slightly pull them back. Just a little bit. Don't like force it back. You know, we're not trying to break our hands. Just get a nice stretch in. Get a nice stretch, nice stretch, nice stretch. All right, cool. Feel that. Let's go hit up those last two. Okay. Go. It's a little pull, little pull. Should be feeling it right around here. Maybe you're feeling it in your fingers more. Maybe you're dehydrated like I was this morning and I was doing these and I was like, oh, my hands hurt. All right. Get them loose. Get them loose. Get them loose. Ring them out. Ring them out. Let's get our thumb. Last one. Pull this back a little bit. Just a little bit. Shouldn't hurt. Shouldn't hurt. Well, maybe it hurts a little bit. Maybe you're just not used to it. It's just a little sore. All right. Last one. We're going to take, this is a very good one. So we're going to take our left hand or right hand, whatever hand you're using, and we're just going to kind of pull it back like this, pulling it next to each other. Yeah, feeling that in our arm. Whew. Okay. All right. So now that we're nice and loose, let's get started with a little bit of a warm-up. Okay. So remember, this is your weak hand exercise day. So I'm going to do this at 100. Yeah, 100 sounds cool. Nice little tempo. Staying alive. Okay. In case you ever need to remember what 100 beats per minute is. So what I want us to do is I want us to take our left hand. We're going to be doing, or your right hand, whatever your weak hand is, and we're just going to be doing eighth notes on this hand. All right, accenting on the strong beat. So the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Whenever you're ready. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and... I'm gonna do this for about a minute. It's 6:45 on the clock right now. So we're going to stop this at 6:46. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, I knew I was gonna fuck it up if I did that. Not exactly like playing a cowbell and drinking a beer. Which, if you were at that show, you know what I'm talking about. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Almost there. And stop. Nice. Nice. We should be feeling that. All right. Guess what? We're going to do it again, but we're going to do it on the offbeats this time. Ah! Yes. 1, 2. Accent on the offbeat. Ready and go. And left. And 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I was going to put like a feeler out into the Slack today and be like, is everyone ready to rip their left hand off? Because you're going to feel like that at the end of this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... This is like the workout video none of y'all wanted. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Welcome to a day in the life of being me. This is kind of what I do a lot. This is the relaxing part of my practice sessions. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. 1, 2, ready and stop. If that felt shorter to you than the first one, it kind of was, because I didn't notice the time when it immediately switched to 6:46. So, I mean, hate me if you wanna. I don't really care. Let's keep this rolling. Now that we got it nice and loose, physically. So, if you're having trouble tapping your foot, that is to be expected. Just practice it slower. That's kind of just something that you gotta like learn how to do over time. And the easiest way to do it is to go slower. Hearing a lot of that in the chat, and I physically remember what it was like. To always want to tap your foot on the accent is such a pain in the ass. So now I'm going to just be giving everyone like just a handful of these exercises, because some of them are a little bit more complicated. Some of them require a little bit of knowledge of rudiments in general. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen just so everyone could see a little bit of what this looks like, just in general. Okay, so remember, this is from Steven. Am I allowed to do this? I don't think so. I don't think YouTube will allow me to. So we're not gonna look at it. We'll look at it later. Or not later. I don't know. Or maybe not in the recording version of this. Maybe I should have started off with that before recording. Who cares? Let's go into something that this is from, once again, Steven Taylor, Steven's Drum Shed. This one's called Firestompers. Now, this one I love just because it kind of takes that whole idea of going like the, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E, 1 and 2 and 3 and, switching to the left hand and doing all of those. But this is like only your weak hand is getting the majority of this. But this also, doing this also creates a balance between your hands. You should be listening to your sticks hit the pad and try to even them out as much as possible. Sometimes you might have a stick that's not necessarily pitch paired, and that kind of happens like the second you hit the stick to a drum, it will change the pitch of the actual stick. Yes, these do have a slight pitch to them. Now these are pitch paired. They're pretty much the same. You see, you heard that one? It kind of was like a little bit lower. It might just be where I'm hitting the stick, how I'm holding the stick. Oh, and let's talk about holding the stick, by the way. So something that I've kind of taken advantage of the fact that I just have done this my whole life, and I didn't know people did it wrong. And I didn't really know how to see if we were doing it wrong. When you're holding your sticks, let's hold our sticks out, extension of the arm. Now, if you're looking at yourself in a mirror or the video and you see there's this little gap right here, you want that. Now, you don't want to be gripping the stick like this. I did not know people did that. You have to provide space below. Okay? Especially when using the fingers. There has to be room for the stick to move. Okay? We'll talk more about this when we get to buzzing and doing rolls more. All right. Anyway, enough of my antics. I'm going to move the metronome down for Firestompers. I'm going to move this down to 70 beats per minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to go left, right, left, 1 E and left, 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 left. All right. So we're doing back and forth, starting with your left hand or your right hand, whatever your weak hand is, and then just continuing 16th notes in that hand. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and right, back and forth and left, 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 left. Someone should just pay me to say that. Left, 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 left. All right. And then the second measure, guess what? Same as the first. Second measure, same as the first. Left, right, left, 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 left. Oh God, that would be hilarious. Whatever. I'm never gonna. I can't help but comment on the comments, and I love them. Now the next measure 4. We're going to go back and forth and left, 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 left. Then back and forth and left, 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 left. So that's 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then finally for our last measure, because these are all 4 measure phrases, we have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and I won't even give you the satisfaction of hearing me say left that many times. That's 16 if anyone was counting, or just understands that 16th notes fit in a measure of 4/4. Cool. No secrets here. Just gotta let you know. All right. Oh, we're having a fun one today. God, my phone is blowing up. All right. So once again, 70 beats per minute. Let's feel it. 1 E. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2. 1, 2. Ready, go. Left, right, left, right, left, left, left. Okay. Now, how fast was that for everyone? Was that way too fast? That's probably a little too fast. I'm starting to realize, because I have my notes here. So these are my notes that I took from my practice session this morning, where I was doing everything traditional grip. I was trying to find my old notes from this, from when I first started doing this, but I can't find them. Now, this is me doing traditional grip. So now it's a little hard to, I can use an explanation. Okay. So we're going to be doing this for like 2 minutes anyway. So this is going to be something that you'll start to pick up on. If you had trouble remembering what it was, left, right, left, right, left, all those lefts and rights do get confusing. So there's going to be plenty of time to catch them as we go. But I'm going to move this metronome down 10 BPM. Oh, the Wednesday night Stanton Moore Live just started. Maybe we should invite him to this. No. Please don't. So I'm going to take that metronome marking down to 60. Just taking off 10 BPM there, because I feel like that was a little unfair. Because that's something that I'm doing with traditional grip. And, with match grip, I can go much faster. But let's try to ease into it. Remember to practice slower, not faster. We want to focus on our technique more than anything. Yeah. Got to remind myself sometimes. All the same shit I say to my students. 1 E and 2 E and ready and go E and back and forth and left, 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 back and forth and left, back and forth and left, back and forth and left, all left. Here we go again, and back and forth and left, 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 back and forth and left, 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 back and forth and left, back and forth and left, 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 again. and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Back and forth and left, left, left. Back and forth and left, left, left. Back and forth and left, back and forth and left, 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 left. There we go. 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1, 2, ready, and stop. All right. Now, we can do that in varying tempos. You can move it up to 70, which is where I had it at this morning for my traditional grip. My left hand will be a monster. Yes. That's the plan. If you keep doing these, if you do these like every day for like about a minute or two, that's what will develop your weak hand or your strong hand. Maybe you do want to do this on your strong hand too. It's good. Now it's much easier for me to do this, especially with my right hand, because that's all hi-hat. That's just what I do all day. Yay. Fat beats. Okay. Okay. Next one. We have another one. This is all going to be in your weekend. Okay. So for this one, I want everyone to hear the rhythm that we're playing, and we're gonna play it 1, 2, 3 times. Twice. Then we're gonna move to the next rhythm. Catch how the 16th notes work here. So we have. Let me just keep it open just in case I fuck it up. It's been a while. It's been at least about 9 months since I looked at this, because I did this for like 1 month straight and I just didn't do it again. Anyway, let's check the metronome. Let's keep it at. We're gonna move it down to 90. We're gonna move it up to 90, but this is just with no metronome. So we have 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and. All right, one more time. 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and 2. Again, same thing. Just your left hand, 2 and 3E, a 4 and. That might just be your right hand, not your left hand, but your left hand if it's your weak hand. 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and. See how that the fingers start to take the role here. You shouldn't really be using your arm. Shouldn't really be using your wrist. Just fit the fingers for those 16 notes. 3E, a 4 and. All right, let's try it again. 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and again. 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and. All right, those are your first two measures. So let's do the third measure. 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and a. All right, this is where the 16th notes start to take shape. So we're going to leave just a little bit of space between those. Da 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 dum. 2 and da 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 ba 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 da 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 da. Feel that? Feel that offbeat? This is hard with the foot, by the way. Your foot's gonna keep going in between. So we're gonna take it up to 80. Let's say I said 90 before. Let's do it on 80. Keep it nice and smooth. 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and da 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 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and 1 and 2. Yeah, I know it's a pain. And 3E, a 4 and da 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 da. Yeah. And 2 and 3E, a 4 and da. Just kind of let your hands do it. Whoop, sorry. And 3E, a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3E, a 4 and da and All right. Now, if that was a pain to do with the foot, that's just something you got to practice. It's hard. It is very hard. Just that whole idea of just keeping that 16th note in between. It's like ba 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 da 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 da. That's hard to do with the foot. That's a syncopation thing. Just getting used to it. Looking at it can sometimes help if you write it out. Just writing out the 16th notes and then putting where the bass drum would fall in between, just so you can hear those strong notes, or just try to turn your brain off and just add that space in between. Once again, harder than it looks. Turning your brain off. That's a fun one. Now, I said I was going to skip around. I'm going to skip right ahead to this wonderful one that I love. It's called Double Downs. I am not a fan of the KFC Double Down. I've never had one because I love my body. That's why I just put alcohol in it and not KFC. Amongst other things, but anyway, Double Downs. I had these at. I'm gonna move it down. I'll move it down to 60 just so we get used to it. So you're gonna do 16th notes in the left hand. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a da 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 da. What? What did he just say? Throwing in those 30-second notes at the end. This is where the bounce really comes in. Your catch and release. Allow it to bounce and then pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Sorry, it's not a ska show. If anyone is a really big fan of ska music and they're not part of Horn Pub Ska City on Facebook, go and join that right now. It's fucking hilarious. It's just a bunch of losers talking about how Street Light Manifesto is in ska, but whatever. Because I mean, it's ska punk, whatever. I'll talk about my love for ska punk another day. 1, 2, 1, 2. Follow me, go left hand. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 2, 2, 3, 30-second notes. E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 30-second notes. Go. I think I'm doing this way too long. 1, 2, ready, 16th notes. Sorry, got lost in that one. 2, 2, ready, go. One more. Ready, 16th notes. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, ready, 30-second notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and 1, 2, ready, go. Whoops, this one. Go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. I probably should have put the accent on for this. That would have helped. You live in your line. Ready, stop. All right. And by accent, I was talking about like this on the metronome, where it accents 1. It gives you a little. Yeah, little ding. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite ding. Yay. These are a few of my favorite dings. Something from metronomes, and I don't know. I don't have lyrics for that one. If anyone wants to write it, feel free. Has to be all about drumming. You'll get extra credit at the end of the year. Now, the rest of these, we have one more we're gonna do. This is just involving not these. Sorry. If you had trouble with the bounces, please let me know afterwards, so this way we can discuss how to actually do that. And if you have questions in general and you're watching this later, hit me up. I'm not really doing much, mostly just playing drums. So let's go to our gallops now. If anyone's a fan of, like, I don't know, like hardcore music with the with the double bass when you get the that stuff that I can't do, even though I swear I've been practicing a little bit, not really, but just like when you think of like hardcore music, yeah, that or the bach with the bach with the ba, the bang, the bang, diggy diggy diggy, said the boogie, sit up, drop the boogie, you know what I'm talking about. So YouTube's gonna censor me for that too. Watch. Because I do it too good. No. Gallops. So I'm gonna take these down to 70. Ooh, yeah, with that ding. That thing's gonna get a little annoying. I'm gonna turn it off. All right. So we're gonna start off with 2/16 and an eighth at the ends. 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, all in your left hand or your right hand, whichever hand you want. I don't discriminate. 2, ready, either hand. 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN. Just keeping this going. 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN. I had a lot of coffee today. Jesus. 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN. EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, EN, 2 EN, 4 EN, 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN. Piano. That's a forte. Forte. There you go. If you're feeling it, that means it's working. Also, if you, I should note, with that statement, like if you're feeling it, that means it's working. Listen to your body though. If something doesn't seem right, if you're starting to tense up, you don't want to do that. You want to be relaxed. You want to look relaxed. That's why drummers who like, do this shit, they look so calm when they're doing it. Maybe they have like a focused face, but their hands are just clean. That's because they're relaxed, because they practice these things slowly. So if these were not the tempos for you, take them down. That's the whole point of this. If you can't keep up with something that I'm doing, I'm trying to bring the tempos down a little bit, but that doesn't mean that because I took those tempos down that you should feel bad. Like, oh, I can't do these, because he even took the tempos down. No, fuck that. Find your own tempo. Find your own way in life. Do it. Anyway, we're gonna do one more. So this one we're gonna do 8ths and 2/16. You can go your own way. So for some reason, sometimes I find these to be sometimes I find that, oh god, the chat is like making me crack up. Sometimes I find one of these rhythms easier to do than the other one, even though you're really just displacing the notes, like you're just flipping them, and the more you repeat them, they do still become the other ones. But this is just a look inside my brain. But I don't know why that happens, but maybe it's just a mental thing. Who knows? So we got 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Now, I should note, try not to accent on that. To keep them all nice and even. We don't want to do the accents if we're not meaning to, I did that by accident. So anyway, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a keep it very soft. And, shut up. And a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Nice and even. Relax the hand. Sit up straight. That's why you have that kink in your neck. Me. Three and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 2, ready, stop. Sweet. Okay, now it's your favorite part of the lesson, the cool down. Because we did a warm up, so we got to cool down. Got to cool down. If you know anything about music and you don't know about cool downs, I suggest you talk to your friends about cool downs. Cool downs are essential. It helps us prevent injury, especially when we're working out. We want to do a cool down after an intense like cycling session or something like that. If you're on one of those little standalone bikes, and you want to stretch afterwards. So those stretches that we did in the beginning with our hands, we want to do those after this wonderful, wonderful thing that I'm gonna make you do again. Yes, 1, 2. Accent on the strong beat and eighth notes go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah, you remember this. This is the beginning of the lesson. It's funny. I would have hated me if I was my teacher. Maybe not. I don't know. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I think I had a pediatrician like this growing up. He was very like wacky guy. I fucking hated him. 1 and 2 and 3. He was a big like Boston fan for some reason. He lived in Staten Island. He was a Celtics fan and he was a Red Sox fan. Really didn't like that guy. He's still practicing apparently. I see like my friends with kids, they like check into his office. They're like, best doctor in the world. I'm like, fuck that man. I fucking hate him. Still to this day. I haven't seen him since I was like 18. Oh no, maybe 17. I think on my 18th birthday, I was like, can I go to a primary care doctor? Can I change it? My mom was like, why do you hate him so much? I was like, I don't fucking know. I just didn't like him. Fucking annoying guy. 1, 2. We're gonna switch it. Ready, stop. Now 1, 2, ready, off beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and anyway, enough about that one doctor I haven't thought about in forever. I don't know why he came up. Maybe I'm harboring some sort of resentment. Maybe I should see a therapist. Nah, I like this more. 2 and 3 and 4 and no, seriously, therapy is good. Go to therapy. Everyone. Not really. You can do whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Except for this. Just do it with the left hand. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and maybe your idea of therapy is writing like 3 solo records in the course of a month. Those people are weird. I know some of them. I play in bands with some of them. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and they're not even here to defend themselves. I'm sorry, guys. Nah, they're my friends. I love them. He's definitely laughing in the next room, going like, "Oh, I know who he's talking about." 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 1, 2, ready and stop. All right, stretching time, stretching time, stretching time. Stretching time is fun time because it makes us feel good. Makes our hands feel good. We're doing this for our hands. We want to save our hands from like carpal tunnel or some shit like that. This is a real workout today. I very much enjoyed it. I did this like 6 times today. And I did more. I did more than what y'all went through. Sorry. My suffering is not the same as your suffering. I don't mean to do that shit. I love y'all. You're all great. Yeah. There we go. Now everything's nice and loose. I'm a little sauced. Not really. I only really had, a whole cider. It's pretty good. Normally I'm drinking like scotch when I'm doing these things. Anyway, I'm going to stop the recording. And I'm going to take all the questions and all the fun stuff. Chat was active today. I loved it. 17. Nice.